Good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning. Can we give God a hand clap, please? It's funny because I was back there because I was wondering, you know, is this the right thing to talk about God? And as soon as Pastor said bird is there, I said thank you for confirmation. I want to give honor for, well, let me pray first. Father, we thank you for this opportunity, God, to be here, God, in your presence, Father. Lord, we thank you, God, because there's none like you, God. No one else can search our hearts like you do, God. I've searched through all our eternity, Father, and I've found there's none like you. Father, we thank you for just another day to be in your presence, God. We thank you for another time and opportunity to be in your house, God, to be amongst one another, God, fellowshipping together, God, lifting and praising you, Father. Lord, as I get ready to minister, Father, Lord, I ask that you would sit me down and you stand up in me, Father. Lord, I ask that these things that you've given me, God, would hit somebody, God. Lord, let the seed, God, be dropped on the ground, Father, and let it hit good ground, God, that it go down and take root and spring up, God, as a well, Father. So, Lord, I just thank you, God, because, Lord, oftentimes, God, I just don't think I should be up here, but Lord, you called me worthy, so Father, I thank you, God, for justifying me, Father, for, Lord, you know, and you see all things, Father. So, Lord, I thank you, God, for all these things, God, in Jesus' name, amen. Amen. I want to give honor to my pastor first. He's an awesome man of God. Like I said, sometimes you get good notification, and sometimes it's, oh, Doc, you ready? I need you to go. It may be like 9 o'clock Sunday morning, and I'm not even thinking about being here. But, you know, it's good to be transparent. That's just being real. Amen. I want to thank, give honor to my elders, deacons, you know, my brother, Elder Kyrie. I'm no longer minister, he's an elder now, so I want to praise God for his elevation. Thank God for my sister Ashley. I don't even get to see her too much. Dr. Power. I want to thank everybody that's here in the house of God. Without further ado, let us get into this word. Pastor had me to get ready maybe last week, and he had told me, you know, I was in Fresh Grocery with my wife. You know, we was shopping around for some things, and I got the phone call. He was like, Doc, you know, I might need you tomorrow, so just be ready. So I'm like, okay.
Amen.
And see, that was the short notice, so that was Saturday night. So I was up, you know, and I'm praying, I'm trying to get my thing, get to everything together, and I was in prayer, and I was like, all right, God, you know, short notice, I need something to talk about. And, you know, I was praying, and I was having going through a couple of things during that week, so there was a lot of things going on in my head, and mentally, I was going through a lot of things, so, and I'm praying, and I'm trying to seek God's face, and he simply told me to get rid of the unnecessary weight. Stop carrying unnecessary weight, and that is the term, the title of the sermon today. Stop carrying unnecessary weight.
Amen.
It's a trick, because, you know, like I said, we're in the season of breakout, and I'm not going to stray too far from that. But this is just what God dropped in my spirit. You know, just getting rid of unnecessary weight, you know, because we are breaking out of a lot of things, and we are in the season of breaking out. So in the course of breaking out, some things you got to shed. Some things you got to let go of. Some things you just got to, you know, shed and you know, get removed so you can be free to really pursue the things that God has for you to pursue. You know, sometimes we just carry around unnecessary things. Sometimes unknowingly we carry unnecessary weight. So we're going to dig into this. I looked up weight. In the dictionary, and what weight is any heavy load, mass, or object. And it had many different meanings for weight, but there was another meaning that I gathered, and it stuck out to me. And it said this meaning is importance, movement, consequence, or effective influence. So once again, that's importance, movement, consequence, or effective influence. And I want y'all to hold on to that, because I'm going to come back to that towards the end. This morning we're going to talk about releasing some weight. Release some things that are holding us down and back from truly experiencing the freedom that God has called us to in 2017. Not because of wrongdoing or sinning, because a lot of us, when we go through things, we think we're not moving because we're sinning or we're wrongdoing, and that's not always the case all the time. It's not. So I want you to get that out your head. It's not always about sinning. It's not always about you doing wrong that's stopping you from moving. It's simply because we are carrying some weights that we simply may have forgotten about. Things that we thought we may have let go. And one of the things that we do as humans, sometimes we suppress things. You know, we don't deal with it right away, so we just suppress it. We push it down, push it way, way down, until it's almost as like it's unforgettable. You know, we think we forgot about it. So we suppress it and we hold on and we just, you know, we move on, we go on with life. But it's generally suppressed and it's not dealt with. The enemy may have reminded us some things, because you know the enemy, he's always on his job. So things are happening, so he might remind you of something, he might, you know, bring up an old situation or a past or something, and you know, then all of a sudden you've gone through something again, or something that you thought you dealt with is brought right back up, so now you gotta be forced to deal with it. And sometimes there's God saying, yo, you gotta deal with this. And sometimes we think for a minute, I'm over it, I let that go, I'm good. And that's generally our response, I'm good, I'm right, you know, I'm all right. But sometimes when we are alone, and our thoughts start to wander a little bit.
Amen.
And our thoughts start to wonder about that old thing.
Yes, sir.
That past, that person, that decision, that situation, that circumstance that we thought was done and over with. It starts to take place again. Because like I said, once he brings it back up, you know, sometimes you got to realize I haven't dealt with it like I thought I should have dealt with it. And if it's not dealt with right away at that moment, it can become a weight. Although a mental one, a weight nonetheless. And let me tell you something, mental weight is much harder to deal with than physical weight. Amen? Mental weight is harder to deal with physical weight. Because one thing about physical weight, if we really want to deal with it, we can buckle down. We can do that with diet, with exercise, and discipline, because it takes a lot of discipline to keep the weight off and doing different things like that. But mental weight is, you got to deal with it a little bit differently. Because the effects of mental weight are worse. When your mind's not right, it leads to depression, it leads to sickness, and I wish Deaconess Michelle was here, because I know she can vouch for me. And that's a plug, come out Tuesday. I wish I could be here Tuesday to get to that class, but come out Tuesday. That's going to be an awesome class, and I can feel that. And I'll be at work, but I'll be thinking about being here. Amen. Because I would love to hear what she has to say about it. So Tuesday, remember that. But when your mind's not right, it leads to depression, it leads to sickness, even thoughts of suicide, self-hurt, overeating, and isolation. And most of all, this is the trick that the enemy uses us the most. It's loneliness. When we get secluded into ourselves, that's a bad place to be. Very bad place to be. Because he can flat out destroy us when we're by ourselves and alone. But thank God that even though we feel like we're alone, we're never alone. Because the Bible says God will never leave us nor forsake us. Amen? God has covered us with his grace and with his love. But he also put people around us to help us in that time of need. And also, while they're helping us in our time of need, they can help us lift that burden. Paul talks about this very help in Galatians. Let's go to Galatians. Because I know we got to have the scripture, so I got a few scriptures to back this up. But let's go to Galatians. We're going to Galatians 6. Galatians 6, verses 1 through 5. When you have it, say amen. Amen. And I'm reading out the NIV, so it might sound a little bit different. Brothers, this is one of our pastor's favorite scripture. I hear him quoted a lot too. Brothers, if someone is caught in sin, you who are spiritual should restore him gently. But watch yourself, or you also may be tempted. Carry each other's burdens. In this way you fulfill the law of Christ. And if anyone thinks he is something when he is nothing, he deceives himself. Each one should test his own actions. Then he can take pride in himself without comparing himself to someone else. For each one should carry his load.
Yeah.
So basically what Paul was saying is, you know, once we're out there, once we're in this place of isolation, there should be somebody out there reaching out to us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we're out there, when we need help, and you know, we're prideful people. Yeah. And this is people in general, pride. We don't ask for help. That's just not what we do. No. That's just not how we operate. We don't ask for help. We just try to deal with it ourselves. We just try to, you know, take it all on and say, hey, I got it. I'm good. I don't need help. You know. But the devil is a liar, because after a while, like I said, it becomes weak. Yeah. Because we're trying to deal with everything ourselves. When God put people out here to help us to deal with certain situations in our lives. But then again, he says, watch yourself, lest you also be tempted. Carry each other's burdens. So the Bible has a specific command for us to help us carry each other's burdens. As brothers and sisters in Christ, even more, we should be helping each other carry each other's burdens, because that's what we're supposed to do. I love Paul, because Paul always kept it 100. He never sugarcoated anything. He told you straight.
Yes, he did.
He said you should be carrying each other's burdens, lest you also be tempted. In this way, you fulfill the law of Christ. So in that way, we're fulfilling Christ's law by helping each other carry each other's burdens. If anyone thinks he is something when he is nothing, he deceives himself. But each one should test his own actions. Then he can take pride in himself without comparing himself to somebody else. First of all, this is your thing. You never compare yourself to anybody. God made you. He made you uniquely you. And you can only be you. And the trap is when you try to be somebody else that God never designed us to be. Because if we're trying to be somebody else, we don't know what that person is dealing with. So just be you. And deal with what God has given you to deal with. Amen. Paul gave specific and clear instructions on how to deal with our brothers and sisters in Christ when they have weight. Now we're going to flip it and talk about Jesus for a minute. One thing I always loved about Jesus is he always set the Pharisees straight. I love it. He always told them what they're doing wrong, why you wrong, and listen, you really don't think you don't have as much as you think you have. Jesus had to check the Pharisees, who would often tell people to follow rules and regulations that they themselves did not do. And the evidence of that is found in Luke 11:46. If you want to turn in, we can turn in real quick. Luke 11:46. And then after 46, we're going to jump down to 52, because it was a couple of things here. Jesus replied and said, you experts in the law, woe to you, because you load people down with burdens that they cannot carry, and you yourselves hardly lift one finger to help them. Right there. Like I said, because Paul told us we're supposed to carry each other's burdens, but what the Pharisees would do was set rules and regulations and tell everybody else to do it, and then don't do it themselves. You got to watch out for those people in your lives that tell you to do a whole lot of stuff, but won't do it themselves. They give you instructions that they don't even follow. You got to watch people like that, because what that does is, what it does is essentially they transfer the weight off of them or following the rules and then put it on you. And then you find yourself burdened down and can't carry it and can't fulfill it, and then you feeling messed up and lost because you can't do it. But the Pharisees not going to help you. There's only one person or people that's going to help you. Now, those are your brothers and sisters in Christ and God himself. Those are the only ones that are really going to help you. So please be careful of those people that try to transfer weight, try to tell you different things and to do, and then they don't do it themselves. Not only did Jesus tell the experts of the law what they do and what they don't do, but he also gave them a few woes. And when we find out when Jesus is giving out woes, that's terrible. That's really, really bad. Really, really bad. And in verse 52, like I said, was the kicker. Because in verse 52 he says again, woe to you experts in the law, because you have taken away the key to knowledge. And you yourselves have not entered, but you have hindered those who were entering. So not only did he tell them that you don't even do what you're supposed to do, but now you're withholding them from fulfilling their destiny. Right. That's why you got to watch out for people who tell you to do things and they don't do them, because they're withholding you from your destiny. Why? Because you're weighted down with their mess. And you're not free yourself to go fulfill what God has told you to fulfill. And then, like I said, he said, because you're taking away the key to knowledge, you yourselves have not entered. Like I said, the Pharisees, they knew everything, but didn't know nothing at the same time. So, and that's funny, so because there's a lot of people and a lot of people around us that know everything, but don't know nothing at all.
Amen.
Can I get an amen on that one? Amen. Amen. But now Jesus offers the relief that we have been seeking because of the weight of life is very heavy. Like just dealing with life itself can be a struggle. But there is hope because in Matthew 11, 28 to 30, and you can write that down. I'm going to grab it and read it real quick. Is that Desmond? Hey, Desmond. Amen. Matthew 28. Come to me all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Right. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Amen. Two things happen when we start to give Jesus our weight. At first, because naturally, when we enter into something new, we don't really trust it all the way, and even that's with your relationship with Christ. You really don't trust him all the way yet. You're entering it in and you're excited, but you know, you've been dealing with stuff so long and you've been thinking you've been having it so long, so you really don't trust God too much just yet. So he helps us with it at first because we don't trust God enough to take all of the weight off of us. And for this, Deacon Jay, can I use you for a minute? Yes, sir. Come here. Pick that chair up for me. I want you to act like a chair is really, really heavy. Really, really heavy. This is how we struggle with life. That's how we struggle with life. But see, what God comes and does, this when we first enter this relationship with God, this is what he does. Hot prayer, can I use you real quick? It's heavy. Now I want you to assist him. But don't, like, he doesn't know that you're really assisting him. And this is what God does. He comes and he helps us. Just like that. So now that the weight is lifted, but you still carrying it. Because you fully don't trust God. So now it's like, I got this. You know, you really don't want God's help, but he's helping you anyway because that's how God is, a loving Father. He's going to help us regardless of what we really want. He's going to help us. That's really a heavy burden right there. That's what we call a heavy burden. Wait, stay there. Pick it back up. Because this is what explains my second point. My second point is when we fully trust God, we allow him to take the fullness of the weight. Give the power that. When we fully trust God, we allow him to take the fullness of weight, and in return, he gives us his rest and his yoke. So now God has us. You're free. Now God has the yoke, and then what God does is, that's God's yoke. See the transfers of weight right there? That's God's yoke. Now that's light. You're free. You can do anything you want. You can fling that. But that burden right there, God now has that burden. You don't have to worry about that no more. Amen? Amen. Thank you. Now, I don't know how many people know what a yoke is, but I'm going to try my best to explain it. And yokes is what they used way back when they did to put oxen together. It's a heavy wooden thing, and it has two loops in it, and it's like a bridle for an oxen to carry really heavy things. And what it is something made for like a strong neck of animals with strong necks, like horses and oxen and bull. Like, because you can't just put any animal in it because it'll kill them. It'll kill them. Amen. So it's a thick piece of wood shaped for carrying things. And what else a yoke does? It keeps the oxen in place and it distributes the weight evenly. It equals out the load. Yes, sir. From the things that they're carrying heavily. The things that they're carrying, it distributes the weight evenly so that it's not all on one oxen. Right. It's both. They're both carrying it. So what happens is essentially that Jesus is doing a transference of weight. And like I said, this is what I was talking about when I said I wanted you to remember that other meaning of weight. Because it's importance, a moment, consequence, and effective influence. And what it is it's the importance of knowing Jesus. Because when you know Jesus, you know that he'll help you throughout life carry your weight. Yes, sir. And then essentially he's going to take the weight off you because he wants you to be free to do what you need to do for him. Right. For others. Excuse me. And then there's a moment where you have to actually give it to Jesus. You know, because that's what he's there for. He's there to help you. He's there to assist you all the time. Sometimes you don't realize it, but Jesus is always there to help. He's always there to assist with anything that we need. He's always giving us wisdom, knowledge, how to deal with things. But first we got to actually give it to him. That's right. Yes. And then see, we get caught up in, we think, you know, when we hear the word consequence, we automatically assume it's a bad thing. Right. There are good consequences also. Yes. So what consequences now, the consequence of you actually giving it to him is now you no longer have to deal with it because he's dealing with it now. And you're free, like I said. You no longer have to face it. And then the last thing is the effective influence. Now that you're free, now you can have an effective influence on those around you to say, look, Jesus helped me with my weight. He can help you with yours. Amen? I'm almost done. People of God, we must let go of the unnecessary weights in this year. There's a lot of unnecessary weights that we got to let go of. And it's the weight of emotions, the weight of finances. And as Pastor's talking about breaking free out of debt, that's a weight too. When you got to think about your finances and where they're going to go and where they're coming from, and I ain't got enough of this. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul and doing different things, and how we going to get this together? How we going to pay for this? How we going to do this? We need a car. We need this. We need that. We need this. That's a weight. That's a weight. That's also a weight. It's the weight of words, because the saying is sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. The devil is a liar. Because words carry invisible weight. You know what I mean? That's why the Bible says life and death is power. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. And if you and those that keep using it, you're going to eat the fruit of what you say. Even those things that people spoke over you, you eat that fruit. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, if you don't deal with it if you don't deal with it right away, those words become weight on you, and it becomes heavy. And then there's the weight from naturally eating. There's weight from pressure of trying to be something that God has not called you or told you to be. That's why I said the brain goes back to my point of being uniquely you. Because, like I said, you were created in God's image and His likeness. You know what I mean? He created you for something. That's right. Weight from living from expectations that were unrealistic. Weight of failure. The weight of rejection. The weight of peer pressure. The weight of being single. The weight of dealing with unseen circumstances. There's so many different kinds of weights that's going on. So many different things that boggle us down. But like I said, the Savior is here to free us of those unseen weights. Amen? And I'm closing. That's why in Hebrews 10, 24 and 25, it is so important to be in the house of God. We got social media, we got different other vehicles that we use, we got different things that we use, but it's nothing like being in the house of God. That's right. Nothing like it. And Hebrews 10, 24 and 25 says, forsake not the assembling of yourselves together in the house of God. Because what happens is when we get to the house of God, there's things that are here that we can't get at home, that we can't get off TV, that we can't get off the streams, that we can't get off of that. There's that strength. Now, it looks good from at TV, but there's something about being in the house of God. There's something about being in the presence of your brothers and sisters in Christ that does something for you. You know what I mean? You know, something you don't even know what people are going through. Sometimes when we get to the house of God, what happens is, because you're praising God with your brother and sister, what happens is God begins to lift that burden off you because you're in the house and the anointing is falling, the praises are going up, the blessings are coming down, and things are going on, and the heavy burden becomes the lift off of you because you're in the house of God. Because, like I said, in His presence together, we draw strength from one another. if we can get to the house of God, God will actually do the rest for us. Sometimes we just need to get here. And that's why one of the things, like Sunday mornings is like, I don't know why it's always hectic sometimes. Sunday morning, like it's always something trying to prevent you from getting here. Because like the enemy don't want you to get here anyway. Because once once you get here, you won't get what you need from God. You kick it behind because you don't been Bible down all week with everything. So, like I said, if we can get to the house, God will do the rest. And I'm just going to end out on this scripture. Lift up your head, O ye gates, and be lifted up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. He is the King of glory. Amen. Amen. I just want to thank God for that, because like I said, when as a minister or a preacher or anything, those messages hit you first and then they go out. You know what I mean? So God deals with you first, and then once he deals with you, now you can give it out. And like I said, for any of us that are dealing with unnecessary weights, unnecessary burdens, trust God to take it and let it go. Deal with the situations that God brings before you in your spirit that you may not have dealt with, or that you may have suppressed, or you may have put it down. Deal with it, because it's only holding you up from getting to where God needs you to be. And in this year, like I said, this is the year of breakout. This is the year of breakout, and that's a word from God. And I thank God that I have a pastor that really hears from God, that really knows God's voice and knows what season we're in and what word is for the season, because it's very important to know that God gives us things for seasons. And this is our season of breakout. So other than that, I love y'all people of God. I'm going to just turn this part over to our pastor, and he can do the rest. Amen. Amen.